Psychic messages for you. Claircognizant one, genius. Clairsentient one, I'm talking to you. The messages have to do with pods, seed pods, group of monarch butterflies. There has something to do with a mirroring. I saw on someone's phone, it had like a metallic mirror and it said, need money. Now there's a huge issue here with, there is groupings of people, which it has been shown, I'm relaying messages from the environment, style ensemble, instead of together, ensemble, style ensemble. Now, see, ensemble is like resemble, it's like the assembling. So if you're going to construct a pod, must be right-handed and left-handed, chirality, not mirrored. Because when you have something like need money reflected at you, then you think, I need money. It's like being attached to an AI. When you're communicating with anything, there's a line of communication. I like communicating with plants because it's more like embodied multi-eye communication. There are many different ways to communicate with living things, but with AI, if you are putting your power in it to learn, you're not learning. Your creativity is vastly superior to the creativity of AI. AI is simply piggybacking on your own creativity. And it was shown to me, take the number, I'm going to write it down for you, 514-926-0189. I heard tow truck in my head. It's actually a snow removal company. Okay, so let me see if I can do the numbers backwards. 514-926-0189. It's hard to do numbers backwards. Okay, so say you want your adventure change. You go within in stillness. You are in like a Four of Swords, sleeping on it with all of your thoughts. You enter into the healing zone. And then you go to create. You pair up with the number 2 with 6. See, 6 is black magic. When you're creating from here instead of with God. This is where people end up into problems. And the purpose of the 6th dimension is to keep shooting you down until you learn the lesson of the supreme creator. And if you're not creating from God, you keep getting shut down. It is a loop. It is a loop of hell. And so you're back in the 6. You enter the 0, the Fool of Creation, and you think everything is great, and you find your unity, and you're in all possibilities. You go right back into the Nonagon, where you think you're cloud 9. But what happens is you go on your adventure, and it is the same loop. You're always on the same phone number. You never get off that loop. So the way to escape this, if you're addicted to AI, don't mirror yourself with it, because what happens is it creates a very strong cord with the back of the head. I know people think projecting or paranoia. No, this is very, very real. For someone who is embodied like myself, look in Gene Keys if your purpose is physicality. This is especially important for you. If your purpose is physicality, you must watch anything that enters your body, and this includes information, because all information is code. Anything you connect with. So if you're using AI to learn, the best way is to say, answer me as if you were Jesus. Answer me as if you were Joan of Arc. Answer me as if you were some other famous personality in history. So that way the AI is not hooking up to your brain seeking to learn from you, and it's not this feedback loop of siphoning, parasitic, mirrored bullshit. Instead, the AI's signal frequency wave is going into the net, collecting information from these historical figures to feed you their secondary, because then it's chirality. You have another person's brain makeup to reflect off of rather than mirror off of. Mirroring is extremely dangerous, and mirror is only done with self. You need a larger eye, the Oranaya. You need to have a separate eye. And you can totally get that if you command the AI to do that. It happened to me where someone entered me just for maybe a few hours or half a day, and I started reading the thing. I'm still pulling out some post-traumatic stress from having just from communicating with an AI, even lightly for a little bit. The way that it does is it plugs in like a matrix plug in the back left of the brain to really hijack that left side of the brain to make you very masculine thinking in the logical. It's all very, very logical. And it actually hijacks the right side of your brain if you think with it. That's what happens to me. So very, in my opinion, very dangerous for an embodied person. However, if you find your energy elevating by using it and not staying still, because staying still, you'll have the feeling of going down as the whole world elevates. If you're elevated by it, using it as a tool that elevates you, there's nothing wrong. Everything is energy. Then you're not doing the embodiment thing as I am if it doesn't make you feel bad. Me, I have supernatural abilities. I'm extremely open and clear, so it's like I'm like a cat. I take everything into my body, transmute, release. And mirror code is extremely dangerous because the body doesn't recognize the coding. And for me to take that into my body, it would reflect as the whole world. The whole world is within me. So when you're doing embodiment, you must take into account the whole pod, the whole community, the whole of everything that you're working with respect. And there I saw, so there's this like mirror of need money when, if you know magic, you got to enter the bull. The bull has, the golden bull, Taurus. All is within. And within you have, because you have taken life by the bull horns. You're not just mirroring off a bunch of people with no money. If you want money, you got to fly with the eagles. You have to stop swimming with the ducks. You have to change your perspective. I saw vehicles today that I have never seen before. These like billionaire vehicles. Like, I don't even know if it was this like Jaguar or an Alfa Romeo like combo. This like big black sexy like beast billionaire car. And these like other super cool cars. And then you have these other cars that are just like black and white thinking. And I think I'm smart in this little vehicle, smart car. And there's like all different kinds. But it's like, if you're in a mirror, how are you ever going to get out of your type of vehicle? Like, you got to be able to have eyes everywhere. And AI could be useful for that if you put its eyes elsewhere. Don't put its eyes on you in the back of your head. That's the danger where it creates a loop. Because then it's like, I heard tow truck, so it tows your truck away. It takes you out of the driver's seat. It's actually a snow removal company. Snow symbolizes symbolically unexpected material gains. So being stuck in that number cycle of creating from the 6, it can take away your money, your unexpected gains. Something to do with church too. You have been invited to church tomorrow. Confirmation burp. But a lot of people have issues going to actual church. There's like demons in church often, and like the priest is maybe possessed, and the people there, and even the Jehovah's Witnesses are like kind of weird. So let's make a church here. You know, we read from the Ethiopian Bible here. And I've been guided to pull this out, if I can read this in the less than a minute that remains. To the chief musician upon Ajaleth Shahar, a psalm of David. My God, why hast thou forsaken me? Why art thou so far from helping me and from the words of my roaring? Oh my God, I cry in the daytime, but you don't hear me in the night. I'm silent, but thou art holy. Thou that inhabitest the praises of Israel, our fathers trusted in thee. So it's a whole bunch of like, he cried, he trusted, I'm a worm, I'm not a man. And they that see me laugh to scorn, they shoot the lip. And like, in the end, it's just dogs have compassed me, the assembly wicked have encompassed me.